Hello, Andrew here. Welcome to my channel on investing. These days, everyone wants to take advantage of lights-out performance of AI stocks, and especially Nvidia. There are many ETFs that let you take advantage of this thematic investing style. But how do you choose the right AI ETF? And are AI-focused ETFs even worth looking at? Or maybe is it too late to jump on the train that has already left the station? And these are the questions that I will tackle in this video. First, let me be clear about one thing. When people start talking about AI stocks, all eyes immediately turn to Nvidia. But the thing is with Nvidia is that it doesn't really dabble in AI per se. Instead, it supplies chips to train AI algorithms. Many large IT companies are rushing to increase their AI capabilities, and they do so by either building AI servers or buying cloud services from others. But at the end of the day, the verdict on AI is still out. True, AI has provided many benefits for the last 10 plus years. Its uses include chatbots, recommendations, vision and drug discovery. But when AI becomes truly useful, it will reverberate throughout the entire economy, and we have not reached this stage. When choosing thematic funds such as AI ETFs, be aware that you'll be making a narrow bet. You will have to concentrate on one or two sectors of the stock market. This will require you to be critical and ask yourself the following three questions. First, is AI theme real and durable? Picking winning themes is not easy. They tend to be very transitory in nature, and there are many examples of thematic ETFs that slowly fizzled out or flopped or got nowhere. Have you heard about Direxion Work From Home ETF or WFH? Yep, it does exist. Started at the early days of pandemic, the fund was supposed to capitalize on stay-at-home trends. It invests in a mix of IT companies. Unfortunately, WFH got nowhere since its inception, especially compared to S&P 500. As of today, it has measly $29 million in assets. Of course, AI may prove to be more useful compared to the stay-at-home theme. Machine learning has had many applications for the past years in many industries, but the interest exploded as ChatGPT captured public imagination. So yes, we may say that AI theme is real, but is it durable? And that's a completely different question. Will AI replace humans in many industries? And how fast will it happen? Will it happen in a matter of a few years, or will it be a multi-decade slow grind? And will companies that use AI generate strong returns above their cost of capital? Can you answer these questions favorably? If yes, great, you found a real and durable AI theme. But if you are not sure, then you are taking investment risks that you do not fully understand and appreciate. The second question to ask yourself is this. Are there ETFs that appropriately represent the AI theme? In other words, do they hold stocks that will benefit from AI trend? I know you probably want an easy answer from me. Just give me top 3 or maybe top 5 ETFs and let me move on. But the thing is, it's very challenging to even define investment theme. If you look at the top holdings of the popular AI-focused ETFs, their holdings vary. In particular, how should you look at AI and its growth potential? Is it going to be robotics, self-driving, or vision? Or is it about chatbots and discovering drugs? Or maybe it will be all of it together but with varying timing? You must know answers to these questions to get the right exposure to the right stocks. Otherwise, you are better off just buying Nvidia stocks and call it a day. Maybe. Let's look at the top 3 AI-focused ETFs by asset size. These are BOTZ, AIQ and IRBO. Almost all of them are heavily tilted towards technology as expected, but the remaining allocations diverge. For instance, BOTZ goes heavily on industrials and healthcare. Conversely, AIQ focuses on communication and consumer cyclical sectors. IRBO is somewhere in the middle between these two. Similarly, if you look at stock allocations, they can be either top-heavy or diversified. One peculiar thing that I noticed about these funds is that they don't really have a sizable allocation to Microsoft. And I find it strange because Microsoft is the one who stands to benefit most from AI. And this is so because they have an investment in OpenAI, who designed ChatGPT. Also, there are other takes on investing in AI theme. Some people say that it's best to invest in semiconductor companies. Why? Well, It's true that Microsoft and Google, they took an early lead and risks in investing in AI software. However, companies such as Nvidia, ASML and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation, they provide infrastructure to these companies at a great profit margin. So maybe funds such as VanEck Semiconductor ETF or SMH is the way to go. And the final third question to ask yourself is this: to what extent this growth potential of this theme is priced in? And that is the hardest question of them all. If you have a crystal ball, I would really like to borrow it. In my experience, if everyone talks about the theme's potential, it's probably too late. Likely the train has already moved on and the potential is already baked into the prices. Take Nvidia for instance. Its enterprise value to EBIT ratio was below 40 before 2019. Now it stands at about 65. I'm not saying that Nvidia stock cannot perform well going forward, but to stay on this trajectory or maintain its price, Nvidia must grow at breakneck rates. It may very well do just that. But I truly do not know how sustainable this is. At some point, something may catch up. For instance, AI use cases may be more limited than anticipated, and the demand for Nvidia's GPUs will fall. Or maybe Amazon, Google or Microsoft will get fed up with paying Nvidia 70+% gross margins, and they may make eventually progress with developing their own chips. For example, remember those days when Apple's Macs were powered by Intel CPU chips? Well, not anymore since about 2020. Now Apple uses chips, its own design chips, based on ARM architecture. For now, it looks like Nvidia is the king of the AI trend, and there's nothing that stands in its way. But as history shows, things change, and companies do get caught wrong-footed despite their best effort to stay relevant. I personally have big questions about AI ETFs. Do they adequately expose investors to not only current but also future AI developments? In other words, is it possible that they do not include stocks that will benefit from AI in the future? One can argue that investors may be better off just holding broad stock market ETFs. This could include S&P 500 or Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Many of these funds are built based on relative performance. For example, if a stock underperforms, it gets escorted out of the index, such as S&P 500, while the winners stay. In other words, stocks that will benefit most from AI and other things will stay in these broad stock market ETFs. And what's more, their relative allocation expands too. That is it for this video. I hope you found it useful and you learned something new today. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more content on investing. Thanks for watching.